Yeah. Back for the trophy, it's just a must. We light up the city and get a rush. Shit on your squad and forget the flush. Stop doing freebies, I'm big enough. Just like the ass on my chick, on my dick, or the size of my click, it's ridiculous. It's really no way to get rid of us. I think I'm passing my limits. These hoes get attached to my image, but I'm about my cash and my business. Done with you guys who been having opinions and ain't had a half a percentage. We sit back and laugh at y'all gimmicks. Y'all get it back when I'm finished. You niggas ain't feeling pressure yet. You niggas try to get over, but knowing it's over as far as you'll ever get. The homies be calling me light, but don't you get it twisted. The pockets on heavy set. When half of y'all had it and lost it and never got.
Check this out. It's on the Ground Up Podcast, episode 77. I'm sick as hell. I need one of you young niggas give me some promethazine, the new age drug. Can you give me some of your activists, your fake activists? Question. If you drink activists all year round, do you ever get sick?
Probably with some other shit.
Or do you get a cold? Do you get pneumonia if you drink activists all the time?
I mean, the question is, if you got sick, would you feel it? Would you even know, or would you just fuck around?
Would you get sick though?
Right. It's like
but you drinking promethazine all the time.
But would you know? Would you feel it? Like your body?
You should be able to feel it, right? You hear him saying, right? You good? You good, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Could you get sick though? You think? That's a crazy question, right?
I think it's like if a tree fall in the woods, you know right there, doesn't make a sound. Would you know? Like, how would you know?
That's not the same thing.
If your body numb, how you gonna know if you sick? Like, I'm not a heavy activist drinker, so maybe you asking the wrong guy.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying hypothetically. It's a hypothetical question. Yeah. I always think like,
I would think so.
Promethazine all the time. Can he get sick in the wintertime?
Hell yeah, because that shit ain't no antibiotic.
You taking the drink?
It's not an antibiotic, brethren. That just deals with the symptoms. It don't deal with.
Fuck that. I'm about to start drinking this shit for the wintertime. Yo, y'all niggas who got that shit, let me get it for like $3 an ounce. However y'all work that. Hey, yeah, check this out. We got Jef Lyte in the building.
Yo.
Jef Lyte, you're from Franklin. I spoke to him briefly before he came here. This is my first time even talking to this guy. I called him last minute on the fly. Shout out to Monster Moore. Monster Moore dropped the project. I'm supposed to get my homie on, but he had to work. He was supposed to work his. And a big rest in peace to Altariq Brown.
R.I.P. to my cousin too. I'll be on that wave, man. Rest in peace, Shamari.
What's his name?
Shamari Webb. It was a female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my man Shamar joint coming up. And I also will be doing a cipher coming up. Hey Tim, when will we do the cipher? January what? Because it was supposed to happen, and Shamar passed on that same day that we supposed to do it, so we postponed it. Yeah. So it's like January? Yeah, January. I think I'm going to try to do it at the end of the year, man. I got another cipher coming up. I posted it. Niggas didn't reply. I think niggas mad at me, Tim. I think niggas still mad at me, yo. Niggas don't fuck with me no more, dog. I did a tier bracket thing. I hate to bring it up. And after that, niggas just started fucking with me. They got mad for what I did. But I got another cipher coming up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas big get on it last year, but I posted out niggas don't want to fuck with me. It's all good because I'm going to just tag y'all niggas. And I hit Black Myth up. Black Myth going to send one of the niggas from the CMF camp come through. Maybe I can get Jef Lyte to come through. Actually, I'm going to tag you when I did an actual live cipher on this motherfucker right here.
Niggas got juice, I'm in here, man.
I had 6 niggas. You gotta come with the bars.
That's what I'm saying. If niggas got, if I got some competition or energy to feed off,
you know what? When we done with this, I'm gonna tag you, and then you'll hear it. Niggas was bringing. There wasn't none of that Molly dripping, sipping. Nah, niggas was like bringing. It was straight, you know. All them type of. So we got the homie Jef Lyte, right? So. How I came across Jef Lyte is he probably don't want to tell the story, but I'll tell you anyway. I seen Jef Lyte on a post that was kind of on some foo shit, you know what I mean? Nigga posted some shit about some support type thing, you know what I mean? I guess everybody got a feeling about support. I ain't gonna fault the man feeling what he feel, but you can't be tagging niggas and talking to niggas direct, expecting somebody to support you. So anyway, so he tagged on me Jef Lyte. You know what I mean? Jef Lyte said what he said, and he said what he said, and it was the end of that. So, you know, me being a wall watcher, and I knew he had tagged Ness, Nails, and Beta. I already had all 3 of them niggas on the pod. That's funny, because I had all 3 of them on the podcast already. All 3 of them had did separate episodes, and I know them already. And so I'm like, okay, well, if he tagging those three and them niggas is fire, you know, this is my thinking.
Word.
Oh, he tagged Beta, Nels, Ness, and I know the niggas fire.
Word.
If he tagging the fourth nigga, I don't know what the fourth nigga got to be fire. Am I right or wrong? Am I not supposed to think like that? He tagging all fire niggas. I'm guessing the fourth nigga got to be fire.
Should sound like God talking.
You know what I mean?
To
So
you.
I'm like, all right, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So if he tagged the nigga Jeff must be nice. So
So what's your verdict?
So I don't know. So I hit you. I say, yo, bro, where can I find your music? Cause you know, fuck it. He already tagged you. I want to see what you're talking about. You sent me the single link at first, I think, right? Was it? Did you send me the SoundCloud?
I might have sent you the link
No.
to my website.
You sent me to the website.
Word.
The website, and then me being the nigga I am, I want to share the SoundCloud. Like, you gotta have a SoundCloud page.
Sure.
So I went to SoundCloud. You probably know that. I went to SoundCloud, started going through your shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. I fucks with him. He definitely got the Drake feel, but he can rap as well, though. You know, ain't just when people say Drake feel, I think people get confused when I say Drake feel nowadays. So they're thinking more of the Fousey bullshit rap singing, but you got the bars behind the sing shit. So I went to the SoundCloud and I'm like, oh, fucks with him. So I already put in my head like, okay, I'm gonna hit him up in the future. Be on the podcast, and I hit you yesterday. And I'm like, yo, I hope this nigga coming through. So you know, I panned out. So you from Franklin, right?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
26, man.
You fuck with anybody from Franklin on the music side? Are you with a label or you your own team or you by yourself? You got a team with you?
I'm right now I'm a one-man army, but I got a lot of connects, man. I fuck with different niggas in different places, you know what I mean? So my support system pretty strong, but as far as the machine behind it, like I'm mad independent.
Right.
So, yeah.
How long you been doing music?
I would, if I had to, my memory drawing a blank, but I would say probably like 13 years, man. So I got like a foot, knee, leg in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question though.
Yeah.
You've been doing that music. Was your style the same as it is now, or different?
Hell no. Hell no. It's funny because I was thinking about that shit earlier today. Like 13 years, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I was like 13 when I started.
You got to go with the times are changing. The music scene is changing.
I was kind of thinking about it today because I'm mad that I don't got some of them original tracks that I did. Like I used to be reckless. I recorded all them shits on CDs. I actually started recording on cassette tapes, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all who remember them shits. But
yeah, I'm definitely
Maxell cassettes, man. And I just, I was a kid, so I trashed them shits like 2 months after I recorded. Throwing CDs, like crazy shit.
I don't mean to cut you off. Funny story.
What's up?
I DJ as well. Excuse me, I'm sick. I DJ as well, and I did a lot of mixtapes on cassette, like blending. I just was thinking the same thing, like y'all trash. And I got a cassette joint in the truck, like I got a cassette CD, all that shit in one. I was thinking like, damn, I wish, because and as I'm moving, you find the junk. I had a fucking box of.
Man, look, I don't even fuck with whoever was the nigga that invented cassette tapes. I don't even fuck with them because them shit was too easy. They had the little, what was that, the cord that came out, the real,
film.
Word, man. Like, why you put film, like, it's just easy to
technology
destroy.
wasn't, you know what I mean? But I'm mad. It's just funny, bro. I was just thinking, like, I had so many dope-ass blends.
Word.
So you started young, 13
13
years ago.
Yeah.
You started changing with the music scene and the progress.
Yeah, I did. When I first started, like, I ain't even do this shit as like a career or, something that I actually felt like I fuck around and get paid for one day. You know what I'm saying? I just like doing it. I mean, honestly, I was bored in the crib one day and I was a huge Eminem fan, so I just wrote a rap like, yo, let me see if I could rap like this nigga, and I tried, and it wasn't like him, but at the same time, that shit wasn't like, a little toothpick. It wasn't garbage, basically, so I just kept going. Like, I rapped that shit in school the next day. And next thing you know, I'm battling niggas lunchroom, cafeteria.
Oh, so you got the battle on you.
Yeah, man.
I like to hear that. I like when artists come on and they tell me that I battled in school or I battled period, because you got some niggas that just come into this shit and think like I can just rap. Nah, you gotta come from something, bro.
It's
that if you come from that battle scene and you battle on your niggas at school, you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some umphin'.
And that was me, man. Like, I never been like outside of rapping. I never been like just the nigga to jump on Front Street and yell and look at me, look at me, look at me. I always been kind of cool, kind of reserved and shit. But rapping, that was my thing, man. Like, why I just step out and kind of just chew shit. Like,
right.
As soon as from the time I started to kind of now, even though now my style and my whole wave is a little bit more laid back, kind of like my natural personality. But when I first started, bro, like I had all the energy in the world. Like I was just out there. So yeah, I battle niggas. And
you trying to make a name for yourself, basically.
Not even. Like, I wasn't even really trying to make a name for myself. I just wanted to get that energy out because this shit was just hot to me. You feel me? Like, this shit was just dope. And I'm watching niggas who was doing this shit. Like, the old school battle rap. It's crazy. It's old school now. But, like, the original smack, like, Loaded Lux, Murder Move, all the Philly shit, Joey's
Party, rest in peace.
Word. So, like, that shit fueled me up when I was younger. So, when I came out, and whether it was in classrooms or cafeteria, whatever, like I had that same energy, you know what I'm saying? So like that's just what charged me up to this day. Like
that's dope that you
that's
got
my history.
Like I
don't do that shit no more, so like niggas don't, you know what I'm saying? Like
nah, he wants some sauce.
I mean, I'm not hiding from it, but at the same time I made a decision a while ago, like nah, that's not what I was. Niggas actually trying to get me on like in the UW League and the URL and the Lions Den and shit like that.
You got it like that? That's you telling me?
What you mean? You
got them that battle skill like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't say no. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm nice, but niggas, you know, they was trying, but I just didn't want my career to kind of take that turn because I feel like
once you wrapped up in that, it's
exactly, it's a
hard
different.
to shift it, you know what I mean?
As much as I love that shit, like I still sit back and I watch all the time, like just like how I know niggas at the top of the game now. Like all these niggas watch that shit. Mm-hmm. Battle rapping is a huge culture. Niggas know it's big, but it's a lot bigger than what niggas even think it is. So I definitely have respect and love for it, and that shit is always gonna be a part of me. I just don't want to step in that ring because
like, once you get that label as that battle rap, it's hard to break that into the mainstream or just, you know what I mean? It's a few that can do it, but it's fucking hard, man.
Yeah, and more than anything, like although I do fuck with that shit, like I like creating songs. I like making music. I like making things that people could play 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
I mean, you definitely got the song game. I fucks with the songs heavy. So you did the battle. How much music do you got out right now, and when was the last project? How many projects you got out, period?
It's funny because like my whole kind of history with music is kind of like putting shit out and then making shit inaccessible. You feel me? Like putting it back out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very like picky with my art. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of artist where if I don't feel like something is complete or done all the way yet, I don't really want to like do a disservice to my fans by putting out some shit. Even though niggas might rate that shit like a 20 out of 10. Like to me, it's like, yo, this project is kind of unfinished.
Yeah.
So I've been always kind of, you know, just taking it one step at a time with the music. Right now, I got one project out from a little ways back. It was called Light Work, and that was mainly a compilation of like industry beats.
Right.
I just had to hop on at the time.
No, not too many originals.
Chop them shits up. It was a couple of originals on there, but not too many. I got some shit coming soon though. I'm finishing up a project, actually a couple projects.
Got the name of it already or no?
I do, but I don't wanna put it out right now.
Damn.
You know how artists be like 5 seconds before that shit drop, and they're like, change that shit.
Right.
So it's definitely coming up for the end of the year.
The shit I heard on SoundCloud, what was that? Was that off a project or that was joints you just had?
A bunch of them joints, like a good few of them joints was actually off a project. The project, the full body of work isn't on SoundCloud. It was at one point, but I pulled the project off. I left a few tracks, but now that actual project is on my website, jeflyte.com.
Oh, so you trying to stem away from the SoundCloud?
I mean, as of right now, it's just not really where I'm at.
Right.
You know, not to say I'm not going to revisit it. Niggas been asking me, yo, bro, put shit on SoundCloud. Why shit not? It's just not really the platform that I'm fully invested in.
Yeah, because that ain't nothing against SoundCloud. Because I run my podcast through the SoundCloud, but SoundCloud you not really can't monetize it at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You can't make a bread off it. So it's basically free music, and if you cherish that, you're not really trying to get that shit away for free. I feel you.
It's definitely all about that, but at the same time, I'm not like that much of a money hungry artist where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay for every. Some niggas like to do a drop and it's like, you gotta pay to stream this drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even on that type of wave. It's just I really like I liked getting into other platforms. I was on SoundCloud for a minute. Like, I was running with it. I did a joint. Probably my biggest record on SoundCloud was Fusion. I did a me and Janae Aiko. It was a bad piece. That was the name of her single.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud now.
It's on the SoundCloud now. That's probably the biggest. And it's funny because sometimes, even though I know I ain't put out music on SoundCloud in like years, I just kind of go back to see like what's up, who says still people listening to that shit every single fucking day. You know what I'm saying?
It's dope.
So shout out to whoever. If anybody's watching this shit, to still be on my SoundCloud, man, listening to the joints and, you know, sharing them tracks, you know what I mean, after a little bit of time. Shout out to you.
I damn sure listen to them.
Word, shout out to you.
You got any videos out?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got a couple recent ones. One of them is for a track called Practice, which is like the main joint that I've been running with recently, just based off the response that I get. Like, the response I got is so, you know, positive, and it's such an explosive record, you know, that I just wanted to run with that for a little while. So it's a video for that. You can definitely see it. Once again, it's on my website, jeflyte.com. Pretty much anything that I do from here out to the
It's on that website.
Word to the future is going to be on jeflyte.com. So, yeah, you can see that. And I got another joint out right now called In Motion. You know, a little more laid back and reserved, but the bars is there. If that's what you're looking for, then you could get the bars and also get a piece of me as an artist.
Yeah.
Word.
So you ain't following with the, you know, like Apple and Tidal and...
Yeah. Well, the joint Practice that I'm telling you about is it's actually on all platforms right now. So, you know, right now it's in like it's a push on it on Spotify. It just got picked up on like 5 major playlists on Spotify. So shout out to everybody who's been listening and shit. Yeah, it's on. It is on Apple.
Yeah, because I searched your name and it says single, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I felt, where is this music at? Like,
yeah.
But it's you know, I guess you keeping it.
Oh no, it's coming, man. It's coming.
That's gonna be the single of the project that's coming.
It's funny because that shit might not even make the project. I'm debating on it just because of the energy that I have with the project. Like, when I do a project, it's not just a bunch of songs I just wanted to toss together and get out. It really tells a story. It really has a vibe, and like it's sonically intact. So that's always how I approach a project, or an album rather, and that's the approach. But right now, I'm not so sure that the energy on Practice matches the energy with this. So that might be a one-off type of joint. Right. And then, you know, not to say it won't make its way to a project, because also to be honest, I'm finalizing 2 projects right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm working, bro. I'm working. So it might, you know, come out as a body of work, or it might just, you know, run in its own lane and continue to do what it's been doing. You
working with artists?
Yeah. I'm kind of selective with the artists I work with, but you know, I vibe with a few niggas who
in town
who really got it. It's a couple niggas in town, a couple niggas around the way, you know, Jersey. Shout out to the homie Bless McFly, my nigga Sonny Capone.
Bless McFly.
Word, you know my guy.
Yeah, man, listen, let me tell you something, bro. I pay attention. I just told you outside there, I pay attention to everything. I know McFly.
Word.
Society.
Yeah, that's the bro. I don't think he running with the shit no more.
He would oh man.
Purple Label, that's
Purple. I was about to say Kush, but Purple Label,
yeah, that's his conglomerate right now.
So. I have
shout out to them guys
Keisha
too. The Purple, Keisha, man, that's the sis right there, man. Shout out to that whole fam. Like they show hella love, man. I feel like that's like my second family, you know what I'm saying?
You fuck with them?
Yeah, I fuck with them over there. Word.
I had Keisha on not too long ago.
Word, Keisha cool, man. She dope too.
She dope. I mean? She fire.
Word, underrated female artist for sure, but she gonna make her mark.
Yeah, she definitely. I definitely fucks with Keisha.
Word.
So you fuck with? I mean, who you gonna have on the project? You got any features on the project? I mean, like.
Well, I got a joint with Bless. I got a couple cats in at the same time. I'm working on a couple more, but I'm not really trying to oversaturate the shit with features, honestly, because this project that I'm specifically is very personal to me, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of reflective joints, it's a lot of me just talking about where my life is at right now and what's going on with me right now, so I can't really have nobody else tell my story.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's not too many features, but the ones that's there is definitely hitting.
R&B feature?
Yeah, I actually got one. I got a singer on there.
Yeah.
Word, dude from my way too. Shout out Todd Jackson from Franklin.
Todd Jackson, I'm gonna call you.
Word, he lit it too.
Damn, what the fuck was production, yo?
Word.
You got any? You produce or?
I do.
Yeah, you make beats.
I do make beats, bro. It's funny. I've been making beats almost as long as I've been rapping.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it wasn't even supposed to pan out that way. It's just, I was young.
Are you making production for yourself or just, are you making production for others as well?
I've mainly always been making production. I let a couple beats go here and there, but that shit really be on some, like, on a humbug. Like, I'll usually always make my own beats.
Why you don't just say try to fuck with everybody and...
Nah, because that's not
yo?
even how I move as an artist.
Production, man.
It is production, but at the same time, bro, I put time, work, blood, sweat, and tears into my beats, and more so than that, like when I'm making a beat, the type of artist that I am, it's hard to let the shit go. Because by the time I got like 2 tracks down, by the time I got a drum, a synth, and a melody, I already got damn near a whole verse in my head.
Oh, you
just
want
working
them
on
niggas.
it. So it's like,
I mean, you ain't got nothing like. You just mean like, you know what? I'm gonna try to get this off. I'm gonna try to get to the next nigga. Or
I got some joints in the clip, but you know, and a couple niggas done got some beats. It's not like I never got any beats out. I'm just like the Grinch when it comes to my production and shit. But that's really not even my main lane or my main wave.
Right.
So when I do go in and make a beat, I go in with an intention. I go in with a song that I'm trying to create, and 9 times out of 10, I'm writing while I'm making a beat.
You feeding your soul, basically.
Word.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Word. I got some joints in the clip, though, if niggas want.
Anything on the SoundCloud that you produce? Because now I gotta go back now.
Yeah. One joint that I know off the top is a track that I got with J Ness, the Real Ones record.
Okay.
I produced that joint.
What about the practice joint?
Nah, I ain't produced practice.
On your project, you got production on this one?
Yeah, I got some joints on it.
The whole thing?
Yeah, I got some joints on it. Not the whole joint, but I got some joints.
Outside of you fuck with any other production?
Like producers, yeah. It's a cat called Ray Lennon. He kind of like, I ain't even gonna speak on him too much because he really a mysterious guy. Like he don't got no social medias, no nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But actually, he really established in the game. He did a lot of production on Fetty Wap first 3 singles. Okay. He produced My Way. So I've been getting a few joints off of him and shit's kind of fire. Shout out to Ray, even though I know this nigga gonna see this shit later. I might go check him after this or something.
Fuck him, man. Yo, let's see. You fuck with Reem Ali? Reem Ali got some dope ass production.
Yo, it's funny. I've been hearing the name, but I never really.
Our brain is buzzing right now, man.
Well, I never really like heard his music, so I heard the name a couple
400,
times.
Let's Roll. A lot of their production is from Reem Ali.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was. I didn't even know if he was. I thought he was a rapper.
I mean, he raps, sing, but you know, his strong point is definitely his production.
The beats?
I mean, I don't want to say that's his strong point, but in my opinion, his strong point definitely is fucking his beats is crazy.
That's what's up. All right, so I might be looking for him then.
Look for Reem, man. Reem you definitely could fit into that joint. Yo, so what do you consider your style? Would you, if you was to break it down, what would your style be?
It's melodic and it's also focused on lyrics. I feel like I'm one of the artists who walks a tightrope in this shit. Like, whereas it's not too many of us, you know, because nowadays in the game, I feel like this shit is kind of polarized, where you either on one side of the coin, either your shit is like all melodies, which is cool, you know what I'm saying, or your shit is all bars, and you like just gritty with the North Face and whatever, you feel me, which is also cool, you know what I'm saying, like it's tons of fans on both sides, but as far as an artist who could walk that fine line in the middle and blend like ingenious melodies with, you know, like super creative lyrics and really just give the fans a one for all, like I feel like I'm one of those artists, so that's my style, you know what I mean, like I'm melodic at heart, but I'm also, like, you know, like I just said, like I grew up on battle rap, so lyrics is everything to me too. So within that, it's a wide range of versatility, you feel me? I feel like I could
put everything in the one.
Damn near do everything, but at the same time, I feel like at this point in my career, and you know, I really identified who I am as an artist, what I sound like, you know, which there's a lot of things incorporated in that. But one is even like my voice, you know what I'm saying? Like my approach, my relaxation on the record. So I'm unique, but I'm very, very versatile. So, you know, I'm probably not like any specific artist, although I do get comparisons, like, you know.
The most common. But everybody fucking say that though, for everybody. That's just like the most common thing to say. Yeah. The whole Drake shit is like,
I feel like that shit is low-key one of the biggest compliments I could get in the rap game, because let's keep it real. Like, at the end of the day, it's rap. It's hip-hop.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting niggas to come to me with, like, hella roses and, bro, you just, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a competitive sport. Right. So any type of, like, you know, like if a nigga gonna compare me to anybody and you gonna compare me to the nigga at the top of the game, shit, that's a dub for me.
Right.
Like, do I feel like I sound just like Drake? No, but at the end of the day, it's Drake. Ain't too many niggas out here could even be in the box of like, oh well, you kind of sound like Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Be in that fucking category, yo.
Word. So like that shit is a compliment. I get that every once in a while, but at the same time, bro, I be getting. It's funny because I be getting the most random, weird ass comparisons. I posted some shit on my IG live a couple weeks ago about this shit because like sometimes niggas come up, bro, you sound like, nigga told me I sound like Lil Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Like just random shit, weird shit, bro. Like you sound like Coolio, but then you asking nigga like, all right, well, who's your favorite artist? And he's like, Lil Boosie.
Oh yeah. They just try to pin you as
word. I'm taking that shit as an insult, but it's always
you can't be an insult because if that's the favorite artist, then it's like he's saying you dope. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Drake.
You gotta read the codes with this shit, man, because a lot of shit be like
nigga take the wrong like fuck you, nigga. Like, but if you think about it, like if he said that's his favorite artist, then he's saying like I fuck with you.
Exactly. So you can't just jump to any type of conclusion with the feedback. I take all feedback. Right. I welcome all feedback. It just so happens with me and the product I put out, 99% of it is positive, which is crazy for me. I never would have imagined that. Like, I know my shit is good, but I never would have imagined it would get like such a good, you know, response.
Right. I mean, if you putting out dope music, that's what's going to happen.
But if you niggas who put out dope music, well, I'll be thinking this shit is dope, and the fans be getting mad and the fuck this shit, like, get them out of here.
Yeah, like, but that's just the trolling, man. That's the trolling going on. Man.
Word, well then, shit.
You got a big fan base, or what you following, or?
I think it's hard to ask a nigga like me that. I think my fan base is solid.
You're independent at the end of the day.
My fan base is solid. I got some niggas who've been, you know, I'm fairly young, but at the same time I've been doing this for a while, and I got niggas who've been with me for like years and years and years, and like my core fan base is like serious, like niggas I breathe and niggas be like, yo, that shit's fire.
Right.
So shout out to them. I feel like my fan base as a whole, like I'm not a mega star, you feel me? I'm not selling out the Madison and nothing like that, but at the same time, I'm not at the bottom of the total either. Yeah. I don't work my ass off and grew, you know, through my my career. So I feel like it's good for where I'm at. Right. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm going that's another question.
Right. So you doing shows and all as well.
Yeah, I done did a bunch of shows. I done fell back from shows this year. I'm going to be getting into more of them in the future. I actually got a couple offered to me recently. I turned them down because I really just want to focus in on the body of work I was creating. But yeah, I've been in that lane. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Word.
So Franklin, how was the respect and love in Franklin as from you being an artist? How do they feel about you out there? Keep it 100 too, bro.
I feel like for anybody who really focused on, doing something positive, stepping out, and actually did something, who had a goal, wrote that shit down, spoke that shit into existence, and stepped out and it took paths to make it happen. Right. You know what I mean? Like, the response is going to be similar. Like, as a whole, niggas is going to fuck with you. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out there and got to watch my back for nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of young guys out there who, you know what I'm saying, look up to me, and I try to show them the way, and you know what I'm saying, like, help them elevate and make a way out of no way, kind of like how I did. You know what I'm saying? So in that role, like, I'm kind of like a big bro to a lot of cats out there.
I'm talking from the music side, though.
Yeah, I mean, that is on the everything. Everything for me, bro, is based off the music side. Right. Music, 100% has to do with everywhere I'm at in my life right now. Everybody I know, every conversation, including this one, is because of music for me at this point. So that created that whole dynamic out there, you know what I'm saying, which is cool. It's a lot of love out there, man. Like, Franklin as a town, though, it's not that big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure a lot of people who gonna see this, like, what, Franklin? Like, ain't that like a sports company or something?
Most people say Franklin is really like Brunswick. This is right there.
It's right next. Yeah, it's right next door. It's like the backyard, but it's at the same time, Franklin kind of has its own energy and its own atmosphere, which you kind of wouldn't really understand unless you go out there. Not too many people are going out there because it doesn't have no major stadiums. It don't have no major attractions, nothing like that. So it's up for niggas to, like me, to kind of speak on behalf of the town.
They got something. What's in Franklin? I remember
a high school.
No, I'm trying to think. Like, something was in Franklin.
It's a little Caribbean spot. It's the Island Breeze, but niggas don't really be trying to fuck with the Island Breeze.
This might be years ago.
If you getting shit like,
I remember something used to be in Franklin. I can't remember what the fuck it is, yo. Some used to be in Franklin. I'm not sure. I don't know about now though. You don't hear shit.
I mean, it's quiet out there because, like I said, it's not really no attractions out there. I mean, the only real attraction is Rutgers in New Brunswick, which is right next door. Yeah, so that's like how you said, Franklin, ain't that kind of right by New Brunswick? Niggas know, but that's kind of like the space where at least the surrounding areas right by New Brunswick, you wouldn't really want to just step into them areas just kind of off because ain't nothing out there right outside of that pocket, but shit you probably don't even want to get into.
Yeah,
so.
a bunch of...
You know what I mean? It's low key on the scale, man. Kind of like me, but at the end of the day, that shit had a lot to do with who I am and what I ultimately became. Even though like I wasn't born and raised in Franklin, you know what I'm saying? I'm a unique case where like I did a lot of moving around growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I probably came to Franklin when I was like damn near going into high school, late middle school, and even then I was still moving back and forth. Like I spent a couple years.
Where was you at?
Well. I was born in New York. I was born in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Shout out Brooklyn too, Flatbush and all that shit. But then after that, I moved to Maryland. I was in Maryland for some years. And then pretty much by the time I was in like, maybe like 4th grade, I was playing ping pong between like Maryland and New York and Franklin. So I was moving all over and then random shit, like even moving out Midwest.
Oh, goddamn. So you saw all over the place.
Word, man.
That goes into the music, though.
It's hell yeah. Like,
that's a lot to talk about, man.
Hell yeah. And I feel like the ironic thing is a lot of that shit is things that don't even specifically be said during the music. It just goes into my versatility as an artist. So niggas might hear my shit and it's like, damn, that style is unique. Or, you know, kind of the way he approached things and the way because I had so many different influences growing up. It's a subconscious thing, you know what I mean? So I don't sound like I'm from any specific area.
That was my next question because I never really asked the question. You're 26.
Yeah.
To me, you're young.
Okay.
I never asked this question. You made me think of it as you was talking. I had to think when you said Eminem. I thought of Eminem. Who was your influence in rap, though?
Well, shit, Eminem. As in, I feel like this. If it wasn't for Eminem, I probably wouldn't be rapping because it was really like the story I told you like 5 minutes ago was really as simple as that. Like I was listening to I think it was the Eminem show that was out at the time.
But that's what you was coming up on is music. I mean, like music wise, what was your come up? My come up is
everything.
L.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it goes into that. Eminem was just the nigga for me that like opened the door without me even knowing to get into the rap world. After I got in, like after I wrote that one verse, everything in my life has been hip hop. Right. Everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying like, you 96. No, I'm sorry. What year were you born?
I was born 91.
91. So musically, 2000 is where.
I'll give it like maybe around like 2003.
So let me think. Who's popping 03? That's M.
That was M, and then right 50. After M, what kind of put the cap was 50 was the G Unit shit.
So you coming up on the 50?
I came up with the 50s, the G Units, the Lloyd Bankses, and then within all of that, like I took it upon myself to go back down the time scale, and I became a huge Big L fan and listen to early J. And
that's what I'm saying. That's definitely my breath.
Mobb Deep, shout out Mobb Deep, rest in peace, Prodigy. Them niggas was big influences in my shit too. It's a conglomerate.
Yeah, I never asked that question. Like I get these young niggas on, and you know, my era is different from your era at the end of the day. I'm definitely a '90s era.
Right.
But I just think like, what the fuck did he come up on?
It's a lot of '90s that goes into that bag, man. A whole lot of '90s because. You know, I went back and I meditated on a lot of them joints. Like, a lot of niggas who, at the age I was at and at that time, like, it was niggas who came way before that I really got the blueprint from, really got the game. I got a huge portion of my game from Big L, like, when it comes to punchlines and
bars versus the boys.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was like an eye-opener for me. It was like an epiphany. Like,
but you gotta think, M fucks with L heavy too, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, niggas know what's up. At the end of the day, like, the game hasn't been, like changed, it's just been reinvented and like innovated and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like kind of coming up, I was naive at first because I'm listening to old shit. I guess I'm judging based on production or just like how niggas rap. Because you know, once upon a time niggas rap like a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And
that's like 80s right there.
Word, like even back then. But then like if you kind of break through that ice, you know what I mean? Because that as soon as I heard that shit, I was at first like I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like I hear that shit.
Fuck that.
Get that like a punt. But after a while, like you go back and you start listening, it's like, yo, wait, nigga, what is niggas really saying? And it's like, wait, who really really had some
They
bars.
they talk about
You know what I'm saying? He was really talking.
Talking some shit
You
like
feel
that.
me? So like that shit really just like gravitated me towards that shit as a whole. And then from there, like once I recognized the content within a lot of that, and I could really see the blueprint and the architecture that niggas was building from to create things like Eminem, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like then I fell that much more in love with the culture as a whole.
03, wasn't it? No, that wasn't Bone. Bone was 90.
Bone was still in 03. Bone was, they was doing some things in 03.
98.
Bone had a run.
Yeah.
03 was like probably completely 50 Cent.
Yeah, that 50 ran that.
That was completely.
Definitely.
Yeah. That was a new energy, and that's the shit that
was,
created a monster.
Yeah, that was raw. That was all raw.
Word.
Gritty.
Word. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nelly was out in 03 too. Nelly had a couple joints. I think he came like a little before 50 or maybe a little. I don't remember.
Yeah, because ain't nobody really heard shit from St. Louis at the time. So.
Word. Nelly was definitely doing it, and shout out to Nelly. I actually had the pleasure of working with Nelly too.
Oh, you work with Nelly?
Yeah.
You said two, like you worked with a few other artists.
Yeah, we did a couple things.
You talk about it?
It's cool.
Who you work with? You say you work with Nelly?
Yeah. As far as artists, it's like, established, well established.
Yeah.
Nelly, Fab.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Fred the Godson too.
Fred the Godson is so
the bars
underrated.
is crazy. Word.
So underrated.
Fred the Godson, Vado.
You got tracks with them, or you just been around and working,
people.
or production, or?
I got tracks with Fred. I got tracks with Vado. I got some credits with Nelly. And yeah, I got some.
So you're here working.
Yeah.
How you put that together? How you put those together? How did that even?
I don't even know.
How did the Nelly shit come?
Nelly was huge for me because, if niggas know, especially if niggas from my time era, the niggas know how big Nelly was. So for that to be like my first kind of major collaboration.
How did you even come across that though?
It was through some through a couple guys I was working with at the time. I kind of just got my foot in you could say the music industry, because you do so much as a kind of independent local artist. You recording in like closets, and I recorded everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just brought me to the point where I made some really good connections and relationships with people in higher places, you know what I'm saying? One of them happens to be my bro, shout out K-Mac from the Soul Diggers, you know what I'm saying? Very big and established music producer. So yeah, through him and through some relationships he had, kind of shit got to Nelly.
Yeah.
And nigga heard some shit and was like, yo, bro, like, I'm gonna fuck with this shit.
That's like, you got it, man.
Word. That shit was mind blowing at that time.
Because Nelly's fucking major.
He's huge. Like I don't know if it's. I could probably name niggas on one hand who done like came close to his accolades or his accomplishments.
Niggas with Diamond, right?
Word.
Yeah,
like,
you go Diamond.
Crazy, ridiculous numbers. So just to have that on my resume is always something I could look back and just feel good about where my work took me.
Fab, I seen you had a picture with Fab.
Word, Fab cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Word.
What you think of that mixtape?
Honestly, I ain't really listened to the whole thing all the way through.
Nah?
Nah, not yet. I heard a bunch of shit, and really just because I've been running around over the past few weeks just doing like a lot of different shit. But I heard a few joints, and like even before it was released, I was actually in the studio with him, and he played me a couple joints. I mean, a couple joints ain't even make the tape, but it was still fire.
Yeah.
But I heard a bunch of them shits in the making. So, I mean, it's Fab and Jada, so like you kind of know.
What to expect? Yeah, you already.
You know what I mean? Like if you know rap, Fab was kind of like one of them artists where like if you didn't listen to him growing up, he was corny. So you know what to expect, how he coming now. So.
Right. So you got a new project coming. What are you aiming for? Like what's the way you going with it? Like, you know what I mean? You pushing it, are you gonna keep the same style, or are you changing up a little bit?
Well, what I know right now is that
you got any joints done right now, or is you just?
I got joints done. I don't really got nothing to like.
What's the whole concept?
Push out right now. The concept is really just where I'm at in my life right now. Like experiences, like the whole project is built off of just experiences that I go through within the course of a week or a month, like how I think, how I feel, you know what I'm saying, relationships. I got some joints on there that's definitely targeted towards like my views and my outlooks and experiences in relationships.
Shorty wise.
Yeah, shorty wise. I got some shit, same thing for, for the streets too at the end of the day. It's basically what life has taught me and, what my experiences have showed me and how that translates for me at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot different than where I've been when I was younger, coming up, when I felt like I kind of had more to just show and prove. At this point, it's a lot, it's less like I got to show and prove it. I'm still hungry. I still got the fire in me, but it's more so like, all right, let me just sit back and talk. It's a different level of confidence and comfortability that's going to be, communicated through my music right now. And it's painting a picture. Right. Word of my life. So.
What's going on now?
That's what they can expect. Word.
I guess you must have been through a lot.
Yeah, I've been through quite a bit. Just all across the spectrum. Quite a bit.
A whole bunch of bullshit or just...
I mean, you take the good with the bad, I mean, I've been through bullshit, ups and downs, stresses of life, lost people that was close to me. I don't have no kids.
Right.
I don't have no kids.
I ain't gonna say it's a major stress, but...
It could be. It could be. I got some niggas who...
Go through it.
Thinking it's my sons, but...
Oh, shit.
That's another story.
Yo, anybody come at you, diss you, any diss tracks? You got any...
It's funny because I be listening to shit like that.
Anybody do subliminals at you and you just nix it off, or you?
If they did, I didn't hear it. I've been listening. I've been listening, and that's the thing. Like it's gotten as close as a couple times every once in a while. I listen to some shit. Maybe after I smoked or something, I'm really like listening to a nigga. It's like, huh? Is he kind of like, was that a subliminal or sublime?
Locally or?
It's not even to the point where I would even say locally or it's. Who knows? Niggas could have been talking about anybody or anything. Right. It's never been nowhere near being close to direct.
Yeah, ain't nobody tell you like, hey, yo, my nigga, so-and-so coming at you right now.
It's funny. If anything, it's been the exact opposite. It's been me and like some real close homies of mine, and I play some shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, you think that was me? He's like, nah, bro, you tripping. That nigga wasn't even talking. It's just me. I be so amped as a rapper. It's like, this nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want some sauce there?
I ain't gonna say I want sauce and I ain't hiding from it.
Or maybe you just want to say you still got it on the battle side.
I ain't hiding from it. I know what it is when it comes to like rap music and competition. Rap is a sport at the end of the day. So I know what it is. Not to say that, I'm just out here looking for beef or whatever, but if it ever comes my way, like I understand what it is. It's a sport. We're gonna, step in this thing like men, and then the fans is gonna decide, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing like in the streets and anything on that avenue should never make it to music.
How you come across Ness?
I know Ness for a minute. It's funny because I actually used to live in Piscataway. When I first moved to New Jersey from Maryland, I moved to Piscataway. Mm-hmm. So I went to school out here for a little bit. That was like middle school. And I built some, friendships out here. Started vibing. That's like actually...
You know man, Jeff?
Jeff who?
Creighton. You got the Rich Widow Clothing line?
Jeff Creighton. That name sounds...
You're from Piscataway.
Sound familiar as hell to me. It's funny because if you probably show me a picture on Facebook...
Yeah, you got the Rich Widow Clothing. That's your logo.
Where I can't put a face with the name. It do sound familiar though. But I might know him. But yeah, I built some friendships out here. And then after that, I went to Franklin. And it's funny because I know Jess because actually, like I said, Jess. I know Ness.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I started this rap group called Buck 50, right? And that was when like hip hop for me and just all my peers was like just this new energy. Battle rapping was just getting started. Like that shit was consuming every part of our lives. And at the same time, what we was also used to was like the gang culture. Right. So Buck 50 was kind of like I tried to make it like a gang and a rap group at the same time. That shit, it got big though, you feel me? And the crazy part is it actually, like the biggest it got wasn't even in New Jersey. I had a homie who moved to Jersey from Kansas City. Shout out P. Sensei, that's my bro. But he had took that shit back to Kansas City where he was from. And then that shit, like, it became an actual, like, thing out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas had to chill the fuck out. I was like, oh, shit. I was like 16, just look, oh, y'all niggas, what? Like, y'all, word. But at the time up here, it was mainly just a rap group. It was mainly just a rap group, and I had a bunch of niggas, and I had Franklin, my niggas in Franklin, and then it was a Buck 50 in Piscataway too. Right, okay. So it was a bunch of niggas going to the high school rapping and shit, and I had my boy who I don't know what happened. He got in an argument with one nigga. I think it was like it might have been over a chick. It might have been over some goofy shit. Yeah. And the nigga was actually another nigga that rapped. Yeah. And he had a little rap clique as well. You feel me? Them niggas was called the Crumb Snatchers. So come like when the chips all fell down, we wound up beefing with them niggas in the called the crumb snatchers, and back then we was going hard. Like we was young as hell in high school, but at the end of the day, like we on tracks. You ain't care what we was saying. How come? Shoot your mama, man.
That shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like you saying we could fight, we could shoot, we could stab, we could kill, like this crazy shit. But all that shit fizzled out. But the moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying, you could already guess who was in the crumb snatchers. Yeah. It was Jay Ness. So that's what I meant. Like we ain't meet on good terms at all, but after a while, once we kind of just grew up and grew out and actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a respect there. You know how sometimes, like, the niggas that you wind up being cool with and actually fucking with the most be the niggas that you either got it in with or something like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a certain type of, you ain't.
Niggas outgrow that shit. Like
word. And it's like, if you respect the nigga as a certain, like, you ain't back down, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what happened with Jay Ness. And then after a while, bro, we just laughed about that shit, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to them niggas in Piscataway, too, man. Trav and... the whole, he got some shit called Coast Wave, word, Trav the Assassin. You know what I'm saying? Word, shout out to them niggas, too. He was in the crumb snatch shit, too. But,
they tried to cypher not too long ago.
Word, I missed the cypher, but I just did this little freestyle with Jay Ness a couple of weeks ago. I don't know when he gonna drop it, but the shit.
That's be holding on to shit, man.
Well, that's the story of an artist.
Why is that,
holding on to shit.
Why? Because you're an artist. I'm asking, why hold on to shit, bro? Why? I meant to post it. I probably posted it in my head. I meant to put it on Facebook and Twitter. And IG and say, all your niggas hold, give me the music.
Because here's what it is, right?
Give it to me. I'm gonna put it out.
Here's what it is. We revisit that later, maybe offline or something. But music, bruh, it's a drug, bruh. Especially when you do some shit and it's dope. Music is a drug. So you make it, and depending on the level you at as an artist, that determines the potency of the drug. You feel me? So anything that I've kind of ever done, maybe not ever, but that I can remember has had a very high potency, as well as Ness. He's an artist and his music has high potency. So like when you make it, bro, you kind of just get high off of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when a nigga get high, it's like, damn, I just want to enjoy the high right now. I don't even really want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, move this shit. I just, this shit feels so good. And the next thing you know, you done made another joint. And then you done made another joint and made another joint. So now when you go back and you listen to that joint, you just kind of still feel the high, but you so far ahead at that point. It's
I get it now.
Where there's a couple of different layers in that sense, but.
Now you're saying this, I feel that way when I make beats.
Word. Like, you make some shit and it's fire, and at the moment you know it's fire, but then within the next 5 seconds, you done made like 10 more beats. And then somewhere down the line, 2 months later, you go back and listen to it, and you're like, yo, this shit was fire. But it's not like you would have rushed to put it out, you know what I'm saying? You just listen to it yourself at that point.
I mean, now that you said it that way, that does make sense.
Word. But with me, with that, like, I'm definitely in a place where I want to be a lot more, like, you know, just conscious of that and aware of that shit, because at the end of the day, I don't do music for myself.
Right.
As much as I love it, you feel me, and as much as I appreciate my work and good quality work, like, I do music for people who can relate to it and for people who it's actually going to influence their day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I do something, I want to make sure that they have an opportunity to enjoy it. Like, I've been playing with this idea because over the past few years, even though I haven't put much out, like, my music catalog is crazy as far as things that I recorded. So I'm pretty sure at one point, somewhere along the line, I'm going to release all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, just do like a vault of Jef Lyte and just everything's going to come out. But for now, it's not really.
Do you think artists will do that in the future? Just put that shit as a vault, because I mean, even mainstream artists, I know they got vaults.
And that's the thing. Like, it's not like an individual. It's not. I know for a fact it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every artist who really is like passionate about their shit has a vault of songs. I will almost even go as far as to say, like, niggas probably got more songs unreleased than they got released.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So will they ever? That's something that I personally would like to do for my fans. Right. Do I think that niggas is? I mean, I think it might be kind of dope. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To just hear shit. Shit, however they want to do. For me, like, shit for me. I mean, a lot of that shit I probably have no choice of doing for free. Right. You know what I mean? Just because of like the politics behind it and shit like that, but. I'm not even really thinking about it. I'm not
Niggas
even.
Want it. Niggas want that music though, bro.
Word.
They want it, because I heard a little bit and I'm like, I need to get more.
You gotta get more. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm new to you. Mm-hmm. I heard, you know, the joints, but I can tell I need some of the new shit. I need a little bit.
But I like that though, because that at the end of the day fuels where I'm at right now. Feels like my situation. Just niggas kind of wanting to hear more, wanting to looking and searching. Like, if you do your own, like, not to say you haven't, but I got some joints on YouTube, like some old freestyles.
See, I never even jumped into the YouTube yet.
Yeah.
I just was stuck on the SoundCloud.
I got some joints on YouTube.
I never thought to go to YouTube.
Word,
and
then
I fuck up on that. I never think to never go to YouTube.
YouTube be having some shit in
Because
the
YouTube,
cut.
be, like you said, it be having a few freestyles. You could have been in fucking Newark somewhere.
Yeah.
And the nigga could have been recording you freestyling.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I got joints, and,
You know what I'm saying?
like I was saying before, like I also probably about 2 years ago I changed my name to Jef Lyte. Jef Lyte is like a new name for me.
So what's your
Becoming
previous
like
name?
a new name, meaning my name before that was Face 49.
Face 49.
Face 49. That's what I went by, and I put out music under that name too. So if you Google like Face 49 or even
Spell
Face
it.
490, FACE 49.
Okay.
Numeric, like
49?
like Royce the 5
49.
It looks like 49, but it's
Okay.
pronounced 49.
Okay.
Words. So like you type that shit and you'll see a whole different
And is SoundCloud
category
that
of
one too or no?
music. What's up?
You got a SoundCloud for that too or no?
I got a lot of joints that I went by that I put out as Face 49 is on my SoundCloud now. So I try to make it where it's incorporated, whereas if you type in Jef Lyte or you search in, you'll find some, like it'll show, like in my bio, it obviously shows I used to go by.
Yeah, I ain't going
So
to
you'll stumble across it.
When you sent me the link, I'm going straight to the fucking music. I want to hear the
Word,
music.
yeah, as you should. Like I wouldn't. That's the
I
first. The
I should
bio.
have, but see, coming from my aspect of what I'm doing, I should have read the bio. But I'm more eager to get to the music.
But no, that's at the end of the day, that's the standard approach. That's just a genuine approach. Like
Yeah.
I feel like all of my fans had that same. Niggas hear the music first. You get the product first, and then you go back, and then it's like, okay, well, let me fuck around and watch the interview. Let me see what this
I
nigga.
thought to myself, I'm gonna get him on, so I don't even matter. I'll get him. I get all that shit about him. You know what I mean? Fuck, I talk to him about it. It's funny that I came across though. I never heard none of your music before, but that was kind of dope that he said your name. I didn't.
I mean,
that,
you know.
Yeah, you just got a new fan though. You got more fans out there.
Nah, that's lit. I appreciate that shit, and it's funny because like that shit happened within like
it
5
does.
minutes of him even posting that, and that's exactly what I thought. Like, you see how God works? Like, look at God. Nigga try to be negative and just flip it into something. I got a fan now. I got
me like, what the music at? Let me hear this shit.
Word.
I'm like, this shit. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I fucks with it. I think you said you sent me the motherfucking website immediately.
Word.
I said, oh, yeah, I got to get more.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I definitely appreciate you. You know, reaching out.
You fuck with any playful artists?
I want to pause a minute before I say no.
Maybe you don't know none, or maybe you haven't really
Maybe
heard
they
none.
just not even crossing my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? It might be a nigga from Plainfield that I was just talking to yesterday, but right now I probably.
I'm not saying that you fuck with that, but are you familiar with the playful artists?
I wouldn't say so much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so much because I kind of been running through like North Jersey for the past couple years, so I haven't really heard too much. It was one cat a while ago. But I'm not too like.
That's like that. A lot of towns not familiar with other towns. Artists and shit like that.
Word. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's fire. You feel me?
Of course, every fucking town is the same, but it's going to be a bunch of fire niggas. It's just that the push ain't really out there like that.
Word.
Hey, Tim, what we at, Tim?
52.
Huh?
52.
50, God damn, 52 minutes went already? Jesus Christ. Let's go look at your social media real quick. What's your Facebook? You got Facebook, right?
Yeah. Facebook, my fan page, Jef Lyte Music.
Spell it out, because it ain't L-I-T-E.
It's damn sure not L-I or L-I-G-H-T.
Yeah.
Jeflyte.
J-E-F space, 1 F.
Yeah, Jef 1F-Lyte.
I'm going to ask you, is that a playoff like Jet Life into Jef Lyte? I mean, I'm not saying that's it, but I just like...
Nah, I get that shit all the bro. You'd be surprised. Like, niggas call me Jet Life. Like, I don't even know if niggas ever even met Currency or heard Currency. Niggas just some reason, niggas call me Jet Life.
Because that word goes together, so when you hear Jef Lyte, it's like, I wonder if you play off this right off the...
It's cool, but honestly, I never even thought about it, like, when I put that name together. It was just, I think it took for somebody to say that shit, like, yo, Jet Life. And I'm like,
the fuck?
Oh, shit. We're not connected. I'm like, okay. But I wouldn't change that. It's not that deep, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it got a little resemblance. Fuck it.
IG?
Yeah, IG, Jef _Lyte. You should just be able to type in my name, Jef Lyte, and it pop up.
Everything. Twitter, SoundCloud.
I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't really been fucking with the Twitter like that. I ain't had the Twitter fingers. I fuck with the IG. catch me on my Facebook fan page.
Get your website. Your website.
Word, definitely. I mean, the website connect everything, so that's really all you got to do. Just
it's the same thing.
Jef Lyte, my name, jeflyte.com, and then that should connect you to my Instagram,
everything,
YouTube, everything. Lit. Word.
So no date for the project. You still working?
I mean,
are you taking production from people right now, or?
Yeah, I actually got a nigga who just sent me like 10 beats before I walked in here, so I'm taking production, not just from, I'm taking production. I just leave it at that, you feel me? And then me and my guys, we gonna like, see what's what. Right. But, just hit a nigga, like send a message or something. I'm not like Hollywood. I'm not inaccessible. You can reach me. I show love. I try my best to show love to, as many people who show me love. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't get to every single person, but I try to, return the love, reciprocate that shit. So hit me up, man. Send me a message or some shit at me, whatever the fuck. Drop a post on the wall or something, and then 9 times out of 10, like, I'm gonna find a way to make sure I get to you. You
got a track count
for the joint?
Yeah.
Nah, it's nothing specific. Right. I know it's not gonna be like, I think, who was it? Somebody just dropped the album. It was like 40 something tracks recently.
Chris Brown.
Chris Reezy. Word. Shout out to Chris Reezy. We had a look. But yeah, he just did it.
Wait, what was that? What you mean? You got what?
Nah.
You and Chris?
Yeah, we somehow, some way, kind of collaborated on some shit. That was crazy though.
Oh.
Story.
No.
Yeah, it was kind of a couple years ago.
Okay.
It's just like, how some niggas, it's like, it'd be less degrees of separation than other niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that kind of situation. Like, I never worked with a nigga directly, and I know he probably heard my shit or whatever, but it's not as much of a degree of separation as it is from, like, me and, like, Coolios.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, that makes sense.
Word.
So no solid track count yet. You still take production.
Word.
You don't have a general idea of what's coming. You ain't got a date yet. We just know that it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm committed to getting this shit out before the end of the year. So
it's gonna be on all streaming services.
It's gonna be records from it on all streaming services. The project as a whole, nah.
It's gonna be.
I mean, I'm gonna have the project as a whole on my website.
Is it for sale or?
But a lot of them joints, bro, it's just gonna be just off the arm, just for free. It might be a couple joints that's singles.
If this is your body of work that you put in your soul into, like you said. You know what I'm saying, your time and everything, and why not sell it?
I mean, because at the end of the day, I look at, not to say I won't, like I said, I might sell a few joints, but the whole thing, album sales and digital sales, it's only really one avenue of making money as an artist, you feel me? And I'm familiar with all the avenues, maybe not every, but most of the avenues, you feel me? And honestly, that avenue is kind of, every year it gets a little tighter, niggas are selling less and less music.
Yeah,
so it's kind of getting to the point where it's almost more beneficial to push it out and make it as accessible as you can, because that shit is going to translate into more dollars in other avenues. Versus
more shows and people looking for you to ask
exactly.
Them. Okay.
Word.
Excuse me. Instead of just holding it.
Word. That's a gem to like a lot of upcoming artists too. Niggas be trying to like.
Exactly do that though, because everybody wants the money. They want
They
want the money now, and you know what I'm saying. Instead of just trying to get the fans first. They want the money first, and then the fans are gonna come.
Yeah.
Instead of getting the fans, then you get a bigger fan base, and then people start asking for Jef Lyte. Like, yo, you heard that Jef Lyte? Yo, you know what? I want to come do my show now. Threw a few stacks to the show.
Right.
And then,
hey man, Applebee's would have never been as big if they started taking orders before they built the restaurant. You gotta build your shit first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give niggas a platform, give niggas a reason to come and give you their money. You know what I'm saying? And that shit could take some time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is a one-night success story. And even them niggas, half the time, they got like 10 years of shit that nobody know about. You feel me? Or even see what happened. Like, you got to put in the time, put in the work, and give niggas a real reason to spend their dollar. Because I don't know about everybody, but when I spend my fucking dollar, like as much money as I could even have, like when I spend $1, I want to make sure that shit is, I got to believe in it. Yeah. I got to feel it. I got to know, you feel me? Like, you talking about niggas paying. Like, niggas got kids, niggas got bills, obligations. Like, that shit could go to some Pampers or something, and niggas going to take that dollar and spend it on a nigga they probably never even going to have a conversation with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, you got to build something to earn that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at this point, I've put in a lot of work, and I've earned that, but I'm not money hungry, you feel me? Every dollar that I get, everything that comes to me, I know it's gonna come organically and it's gonna come the right way. I'm not digging in nobody's pockets for nothing.
True.
But,
so So we gonna wrap this up. I need to get to my FanDuel. You gamble?
What's up?
You gamble?
Nah, not really. Not really. I heard a lot about it, but I might get into it.
You ain't got the football on right now, team. I gotta figure what the fuck going on. You got it on?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What's the score on the Chargers game? 'Cause I done took a lot of people from the Chargers on my shit.
Who they even playing right now?
Huh?
3-0.
Fuck! What's the time on the game? 3-0.
Tanking
They
and
playing
watching that
Cleveland.
game. They playing Cleveland?
Huh?
Second quarter.
What's the fucking points on the Giants game, dog?
Giants 10-7. Raiders winning.
Yeah, alright. So Geno scored. I was gonna take Geno.
Geno scored.
Fuck, man, I took Phil Rivers, man. He should be dusting Cleveland off right now. Yeah, but I wanna thank you coming through, Jef Lyte, my nigga.
No doubt, bro.
It's like I said, it's funny how I came across you, but you know, that's what I do anyway. I look for artists. That's my whole point of
Word.
getting an artist on here, or like I said, it could be anything. It ain't just artists. It's, you know, if you're doing something positive, it's basically just to give you a platform so whoever fuck with me now can get in tune with you.
Word.
And it's vice versa at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I can get something for you, so whoever is a fan of you can be like, you know what, let me go back and go watch 3 episodes. They might come across a few people, like I said, I had Keyshawn, they might, oh, you got Keyshawn too? Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? I want to get Bless on too, man. I knew Bless, I don't know him personally, like we crossed paths, we spoke and shit, but I was fucking with Bless for a minute when he was with Secret Society, him following Tax G.
Word. Shout out that nigga photo too.
I fucked with them, fucked with their music for a while too. This is like years ago, I think. I was fucking with, they had some record radio shit before. Me and Tax got a crazy ass story. I'm gonna get Tax G on. We got a crazy ass story. I came across this nigga. Craziest shit ever in the world.
Right.
Yeah, like,
I ain't know it could get no more crazy than the shit we got, but
nah, that is crazy. And that like pistol pulled down all the time. You know what I mean? Shit crazy.
okay.
Shout out to Tax, but I fucks with his music though. Like it just was a crazy night one night. It just was.
Word.
I know he was until after the fact.
Word.
I bumped his music and I kept looking like, yo, you know, my man was like, yo, that's a nigga. I'm like, oh, that was him for the night? I said, I felt this nigga music heavy, like,
Yeah.
let that shit go, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Word.
Fuck it, it's all good, though.
Word. Word. That's funny.
I'm gonna go back, man. Hopefully I can get some traction. Maybe you can send me some shit.
Alright, nah, for sure.
I ain't gonna put it out, you know what I mean?
Nah, you good.
I did a mixtape not too long ago, too. Actually, a various
Let me
artist.
know, man. Like, I'm not inaccessible, bro.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
let me know.
gonna do another mixtape coming up. It's gonna be more of, like this one was like, it had a lot of, I want to say bars. You know, I can't even say like that because it was kind of versatile. So I'm trying to do, I want to do like a melodic mixtape. It's just a lot of melodic. Because the first one I did was 25. That's a lot of fucking songs, bro.
Yeah.
But I had so much music from so many artists that just was sitting. I had them all direct, like, yo, what you doing with that? Can I put that out? So they gave it to me. So I think when the next song I want to do is not, this one ain't gonna be melodic. It's gonna be more of like Childish Gambino type style. You know what I'm saying?
Alright,
So, like,
word, dope.
the next one I'm doing is like that, so it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who just different into that.
Right.
And after that, I'm gonna do melodic. Then after that, I'm gonna do bars. But I put music out, man. I push a lot of shit. I'm surprised I ain't post your single. I don't know if I did or I did. I didn't, because I would have tagged you.
Right.
I usually tag niggas and
Right.
put that out. But definitely, yo, I'll be looking out for your music. Whenever you drop it, let me know, bro. Like I'll support. I buy niggas joints. I don't buy CDs though. That's one thing I don't do. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna buy your CD and do this to it. I'm gonna frisbee it.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
Only because
they make good frisbees, especially at this point in the game. Not knocking nobody who you gotta get it how you live.
Not against a nigga.
Word.
I am going to spend the money for the joint,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a frisbee your shit.
I mean, 9 times out, it's not like niggas is walking around with CD players right
because
now.
I'm a young nigga at heart, bro.
Yeah.
I'm very touchy with the phone.
Right.
I'm this young nigga. I'm 35,
Right.
but I'm not listening to your fucking CD. You hand me a CD,
Right.
and you selling CDs, and how much you want for a file? All right, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it in front of you.
That
What you
shit
doing?
almost like a nigga just walking up to you with a cassette. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, if a nigga walk up to me with a cassette tape, I'm gonna find a way to listen to that shit. Right now, in 2017,
I'm gonna ask you like this, like,
I'm gonna buy that shit and I'm
look,
gonna find
that's what I do. I say, yo, is it where I can find? Anywhere I can find your shit?
Yeah.
You can find it on iTunes or word. What? Here's the 10 for your CD.
Yeah.
Ha!
So give it to you. If a nigga walk up to you right now, like, yo, bro, this is my new project. He give you a cassette tape. Shit got a cover on it and
I'm
everything.
glad.
You not.
Come on, man, anybody can do that.
I'm asking if you do. You gonna buy it or what? I don't care if a nigga selling it for 10.
I don't think I'm gonna buy it.
Don't get no. I don't want like 10 niggas coming up to you with a fucking cassette tape.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna buy a cassette tape. I'm like, come on, dog. Just give me the fucking the link. Just give me a link, man. Nigga. Shoot me a link. I'll tell you my email. Yeah,
I don't buy that shit.
I'll tell you all the time. I'm gonna buy the CD, and I'll tell me here's my email. Send me the whole joint.
Or
You know what I mean?
or
Or sometimes the way you keep your CD, fuck it. But here's the bread. Here's my email.
yeah.
I'm gonna hold you up to that. I need you to. Here's my email. I need you to send me everything that's on that fucking. You know what I mean? That joint right there. 'Cause,
And they be like, this is all I got.
yeah, like I can't.
And you gotta go through more trouble
And,
to
and
get a
it's
cassette.
a CD player in my truck,
Or,
but I'm not listening to it, my nigga. I'm just.
nah, I dig it, man. That's not really where it's at right now. Everything is MP3, MP4, whatever.
But you gotta do sell CDs, man.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
Sounds like
especially the further south you go. Like, I moved to I lived a lot of places. I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina. First day I got there, wasn't too long ago, but first day I got there, like, I'm at the train station. 5 niggas walking up to me with, like, grocery bags and shit. I'm like, fuck is going on? Like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? About to rob me or trying to, what? Like, niggas be doing different shit down there, too. Like, they try to sell you weed just in their hand. Like, niggas don't got no bag, no nothing. Niggas just here, bro. Like, take what, I mean, this is a dime right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, niggas trying, what's going on?
Yeah.
Niggas reach in, start pulling out hella CDs, hella DVDs and shit like that. So,
I ain't say.
not, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like, I ain't saying niggas from down south. He's like, oh, you don't fuck with South niggas. You think we, nah. But it's my
like that,
personal story. When I went down there, like, 5 niggas walked up to me with, like, grocery bags, started pulling out CDs and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
Niggas still running around with the CD players.
I guess so. Like,
I'm streaming. I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga. Don't come to me. You could come to me with your CD, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, just give me the fucking link or take my email, bro.
right.
Real simple. This is 77, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna watch some football. I gotta go to work in another 4 or 5 hours. I'm about to bust my ass this week in overtime, man. But good luck, bro.
No doubt, man.
I'm definitely looking out for your music, and I'm gonna definitely post you out there.
That's solid.